Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the Spark and Start fire starters. Alright, thanks for joining me today. These fire starters I received from the manufacturer to test out. And after testing them, I can say they're pretty darn good. If you got to get a fire started, I was really impressed with how well they worked. These basically light like dryer lint and stay lit like a candle. So if you stink at starting fires, one of these will definitely do the job. There's no harmful chemicals. They're eco-friendly. You can handle them. They don't have any petroleum smell on them or anything. They come about 10 to a box. They stay lit in high wind, which is nice. They're easy to transport. They're safe to touch. As I said, there's no, bad chemicals on these. They burn for anywhere from 12 and 15 minutes. And yesterday, after testing it, I can tell you that's true because I used it in one of my little burner type stoves to boil some water. And I actually boiled 2 cups of water. I didn't time it. We're going to time it today. Boiled 2 cups of water and made some instant coffee out here while I was working on my car. So they burn for a long time. Now, quick directions, and we're going to get outside and try to start a fire with it. And then we'll do a burn test after that. When you're using these, the first instinct is to put it like this, and that's what I did. And I hit it with a spark and it lit up, and I was like, oh wow, they work great. But what you're supposed to do is fluff these out a little bit, like this. Kind of get this stuff so it's beyond the outer ring of that thing, and then light them like that, upside down. So that's how they're supposed to be lit. We're going to take one outside. We're going to try starting a fire in my little homemade silverware strainer stove, and we're going to see how it holds up. So let me get that set up, and I'll see you then. Alright, so I got the fire starter set up out here, spread it out a little bit. I am going to light it upside down, even though I got to pick it up and put it in there. That should be interesting. Let's see how I can do here. And it's lit. Not bad. Alright, so yesterday I was doing some carving out here. I've got lots of wood shavings. I'm just going to toss them in there. Along with some sticks, little bits of wood. And for those wondering, yeah, I'm using the Green River knife. Done a little modification to it while we wait for the fire to get started. I did blue the blade with some cold bluing, and I did round out the handles a little bit, but this knife has been serving me really well, and I did carve something up with it yesterday. That's why I got all the shavings around here. So as you can see already, that started a fire. And for something like this is probably overkill, because that thing is still one big huge fire starter. And the wood, I think I have a piece of fat wood stuck in there too, so it's a little bit smoky. But that kicked that up real quick without even a problem. It doesn't seem to want to get suffocated no matter how much wood I stick in there. Let's see. It just keeps going. So obviously works very, very well as a fire starter. I would probably want to use this not only for just everyday kind of fire starting, but for dry wood, wet wood, hard to start kind of situations. Maybe you're out in the snow or something like that. Definitely does its job. So let's take it inside and let's do a burn test on it and see how long it burns for. All right, now we're going to be able to test some burn time on this thing. As you can tell, it worked great as a fire starter. Started all those splinters. I threw a ton of wood on top of it, just a bunch of sticks. Still didn't put it out, and it burned everything right down. And all that was left was a little bit of cotton, because I had to turn it off a little quick because I wanted to come in here and finish the video. So I sprayed some water on it. That's another thing too. Yesterday, when I was messing around with this, and it had boiled the water I wanted for my coffee, I went and took the can inside, because I had it inside a little bit of a taller can, and went and sprayed water on it, and the thing didn't want to go out. So that's pretty cool too. But anyway, we're going to light it up, and we're going to do some timing here with a stopwatch on my cell phone and see how long it goes. So let's start it up first. There we go. And we start. there's the stopwatch. And I'll bring you back along periodically and let you know how it's doing. I wanted to bring you back early on here. We're only about 2 minutes in. Just to let you show how it's working. Just to let you see how it's working, I mean. You can see it's burning from all the sides. And the main part of it, the area that acts like a candle, has kind of now taken off. So if you can't get a fire started with this, you shouldn't be outside in the woods. So let's give it a little bit more time, and I'll bring you back in a little bit and see how it's doing. All right, we're almost at 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And you can see how it's burning down. The outside area that you fluffed up all burns away, and this becomes your main fire starter. Something else I was thinking of too is this would be kind of handy if you had to light various candles around a campsite or around your house or something. Although I wouldn't want to burn this indoors. It's probably safe too, because essentially it's just candle. It's wax. So it might be something handy to use to light your candles at a campsite or light in a different campfire. Because it definitely works great. It's an awesome fire starter. I could definitely see this working out in, with wet wood or out in the cold or snow. So we're at 4 minutes 30 seconds. I'm going to bring you back a little bit later. I wanted to give you a little wind demonstration. Obviously, I'm not going to be blowing at 30 miles an hour, but that's definitely not going out. And I think we're going to make at least 12 to 15 minutes. We're at 6 minutes and 30 seconds now. It's still going strong. All right, we are at 9 minutes, 14 seconds, still going strong, still easily light a fire off that. So it's definitely holding out. It's really burning well. All right, we're still going strong. 11 minutes, 38 seconds. Still definitely easily lightable off of that if you had the fire to start. All right, we've passed the first milestone where they say it burns for 12 to 15 minutes. We're at almost 13 minutes now. 12:50. I'll let that run. You can see it's still going. So, I mean, if you had that on the bottom of a big wood pile, you could still get a fire going with it. And there you go, 13 minutes. All right, it's getting a little lower, but I think if we poke it around a little bit, you can see it's still going pretty good. I mean, I could definitely get a fire started with that. And we are at 14 minutes and 20 seconds right now. So let's see if it makes it to 15 minutes. Which I think it probably will do, and we'll wrap things up. Okay, I definitely say that's a product that lives up to its claims. Because there you are, 15 minutes and 10 seconds, still going. Heck, I know some fire starters that start that good, and this is at the end of its life. So all in all, I'm pleased with it. I'm going to give you a look at the box here, and we're going to move this out of the way, and I'll keep the timer running. We'll see how long we get. This is what the box looks like. There are 10 fire starters in every box. Every box comes with some basic instructions. Basically, all this is telling you is don't light it like this. Fluff it up and light it like that so that it burns up on it. But I will tell you, yesterday when I did my first test of this and made my coffee with it, I did light it from the top. I didn't even bother to look at the instructions, of course. Typical me. And it worked just as well. So, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm very happy with it. Seems to do as it says, and one of those products, there's so many fire starters and things on the market, and it's one of those products that probably hasn't gotten enough exposure. It definitely performs as advertised. I mean, it's still going. You can see over in the corner, and we're at 16 minutes and 11 seconds. So it's definitely worth it. They are a little bit on the pricey side. They are $15 for a box of 10, but these aren't fire starters that you'd use to start like the little fire I did outside. These are fire starters you'd use in an emergency when you're out in the woods, you got some wet wood, you're freezing, and you got to get the fire going. Put a couple of these in your bug out bags or in your survival gear. I'm probably going to stick a couple of these in my long-term bug out bag just because I like the way they work. And in an emergency, if I really had to go and get a fire going, I know these would do it. And it's still going, and we're almost at 17 minutes. You can still see a little bit of flame coming off that. So all in all, I'm pleased with it. So that's the Spark and Start Fire Starter. I am going to put a link down below in the description directly to this product. You can also check out our Amazon store down below that link if you want to find some cool survival products that we test on this channel, like the Green River knife I used in this video. You can check it out there. If you just want to shop on Amazon, click the link. browse for what you want, shop on Amazon, and it still helps us bring you cool stuff to the channel, bring you cool gear. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below that. Our Thrive Life store has everything you could possibly need for freeze-dried food, and definitely want to stock up on that stuff if you're thinking about preparing or survival. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will put a link down below, as I said, and hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like it, if you like this kind of content, and don't forget to like the video if you like the video. Stay safe and stay prepared, folks.